but they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
On play action, here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now a throw here to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now Allen. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in off the tip there. Really nice coordination.
Very much so. And I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you've got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 84 yards. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Bills 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They'll give this to Singletary running right. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11 now. On the give, this is Singletary. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. Because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither. And
you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick.
Touchdown! That's caught at the 1. Mike Gesicki as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Tua. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2 to throw again. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And this time, he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tua going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mostert.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mostert a first down carry, and this will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. T.J. Green with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it. For this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Allen now on first down. Flushed out right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Latavius Murray, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Bass on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Bills 42, Dolphins 41.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stick. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. On play action, Allen lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Murray. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Now a give to Mostert running right, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Now that's on the guard, Cody Ford. To throw, it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play here for Buffalo.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Bass now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because.
And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they take a knee. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's going to let it fly. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. It's game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them